Well, hello there, and welcome to Oxford, Ohio, Game 2 of a 3-game tilt here in the Mid-American Conference. The Miami RedHawks laying host to the Buffalo Bulls. Miami got Game 1 in a 5-3 victory last night, looking to take the series in Game 2. As Brianna Pratt takes the circle for the RedHawks, let's look through the Buffalo Bulls starting lineup. Leading off and playing first base will be Abby Nagel. Batting second, the designated player. And the starting pitcher from yesterday, Alexis Luzician. Madison Brennaman will be batting third. She's playing third. Batting cleanup and playing left field is Sarah Kelly. Mia Mitchell will be in right field. She's batting fifth. Lily Lauk is behind the dish. She's batting sixth. Brianna Castro will be the second baseman. She's in the 7-hole. Julia Tarantino will be taking the circle for the Bulls today. She's batting eighth. And Kate Vara will be anchoring the lineup. She's the center fielder. We mentioned Brianna Pratt once again in the circle for the Miami RedHawks. These are her stats. A 3.63 ERA. She's got a 13-8 win-loss. Of course, got the win yesterday and a complete game performance. She has struck out 112 batters this year. She's only walked 44.
The first baseman, number 13, Abby Nagel.
So Abby Nagel steps up to the plate. Nagel swinging at the first pitch, which is 103 today. So that's when we're getting this doubleheader started. Game 3 will happen about 30 minutes after this game 2. Brianna Pratt facing off against Nagel. Nagel had a nice day yesterday. Leads the team in hitting as she weakly hits a ground ball out to Chloe Parks, who fields it clean, throws it over to Holly Blaska for the first out. And with Parks and Blaska already mentioned, let's take you through the defensive alignment here for the Miami RedHawks. And the battery with Brianna Pratt is Riley Coyne, Blaska and Parks over on the right side of the infield, Carly Spade and Adriana Barlow on the left side, Banks, Kobayashi, and Golembeski out in the pasture from left to right. Alexis Luzician's first pitch swinging, and it's a line out right to Adriana Barlow for the second out. Well placed for Barlow. Luzician did a nice job barreling up the ball, but just hit it right at Miami's starting shortstop. Madison Brennaman steps in. Brennaman batting .207 on the season, a junior from Ayden, Idaho. 0 for 4 yesterday. Takes a first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. Going into yesterday, she had a hit in 5 of her previous 6 games. Just couldn't get the stick working. Chops the 0-1 foul towards her head coach, Mike Rikel. The 0-2 to the starting third baseman, misses on the outside. Umpires today behind the plate will be Bobby Johnson. Dennis Aldridge will be the first base umpire, and down the third base line will be young Daniel Abernathy. The 1-2 from Pratt. Fouled off the front foot of Brennaman. We'll do it once more here at 1-2. Temperature here at the first inning in Oxford, Miami Softball Stadium, 52 degrees, sunny. Slight breeze, 10 miles an hour, blowing in from right center field. One, two, just misses on the outside. The 2-2. And Pratt gets Brennaman to chase at the high pitch. And it's a 1-2-3, top half of the first inning. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll show you Miami's starting lineup here on Love and Honor Live. Bottom of the first here in Oxford, Ohio. Let's take you through Miami's starting lineup. Batting leanup will be Allie Cummins. She had a solo home run yesterday in the 2-hole. Playing second base will be Chloe Parks. Batting third and playing third base, Carly Spade. Kate Kobayashi in the cleanup spot. She's playing center field. Riley Coyne will be the catcher today. She's batting fifth. Holly Blaska, the first baseman. She's batting sixth. Jenna Golombesky moving down in the order, but she's in right field. Adriana Barlow, Maddie Banks rounding out the lineup. They're playing shortstop and left field, respectively. Julia Tarantino will be starting in the circle today for the Bulls. You see her stats, 4.45 ERA, a 2-9 record. She has struck out 44 batters and has walked 24. First pitch to Allie Cummins, the graduate student from Westchester, Ohio, a graduate of Lakota West High School. Takes the 1-0 to bring the count to 1-1. Cummins second on the team in hitting, 337. Hit her 12th home run yesterday, as we mentioned. 1-1's in there for a called strike, so says Bobby Johnson, the home plate umpire. Miami in the all-reds today with the white trim. The Bulls taking on the white uniforms with the blue. White pinstripes. As the 1-2 rides up and in on Allie Cummins. Two. Fouled back over the grandstand here. We'll do it once again at 2-2. Cummins awaits the 2-2 from Tarantino. Missing high. Count is full. Tarantino recently went 7 strong against Bowling Green in that sweep over the Falcons. Gave up 4 earned runs, struck out 3, walked 4. And she gets her first walk of the ball game in the form of Allie Cummins. And yesterday in the broadcast, we mentioned the eye that Allie Cummins possesses.
The RedHawks second baseman,
that'll be her 29th walk on the season. On the year, Miami has 106 walks. 49 of them have come from Allie Cummins and Kate Kobayashi. So Chloe Parks steps in. Batting 307, and Cummins stealing on the first pitch, but she didn't even need to as the ball slips through the catcher's glove and Laux. So move Cummins up to second base in scoring position already on the stolen base or wild pitch, whatever the official score gives them. They will officially call that a pass ball to give Allie Cummins second. Chloe Parks. Called strike as she came out of the box to try and make contact there. Parks, a sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, went 1 for 3 yesterday against Buffalo. In fact, she's 3 for her last 6 in the last 2 ball games. Seeing the ball well. Parks line out to Wazalewski for the first out. And let's quickly take you through Buffalo's defensive alignments. In the battery with Tarantino is Lau. Nagel's at first base. Castro at second. Fernaman's the third baseman. Wazalewski is getting designated hit for, but she's playing shortstop. Kelly, Farah, Mitchell out. Left field, center field, and right fielders for Buffalo. So a lineout puts 1 out on the board, and Carly Spade steps to the plate. Spade leading the team in RBIs, 28 to be exact. Had a hit yesterday in the win over Buffalo. She's had a hit in 5 consecutive ball games. Spade has left the yard 9 times this year. 1-0 from Tarantino. Fouled directly back. Spade all over the pitch. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1-2 the count here to Spade. Spade had 2 RBIs. She left the yard against Western Michigan last week. Looking for an RBI here, but slows up her bat as Tarantino pulls the string for the strikeout and the second out of the inning.
Now the center fielder,
That's been a bugaboo
number
for
22,
Carly Spade this season. That's her
Kobayashi.
31st strikeout, leads the team. So now we'll see the team leading hitter, Kate Kobayashi. 1 for 1 yesterday, reached a board in all 3 at-bats. She came around and scored one of the team's 5 runs. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. The 0-1 misses on the outside. 1-1 now the count. Sunny day here in Oxford. Sun shines through those clouds from time to time. But a beautiful early April day. And the weather should be getting better over the next week. We mentioned on yesterday's broadcast that next week will be the Miami Invitational. Tickets for that already have sold out. Oklahoma's coming to town, the #1 team in the nation. Kobayashi awaits the 2-1 from Tarantino. Called strike, so says the home plate umpire, Bobby Johnson. And it's now 2-2. And Kobayashi goes down swinging as Tarantino is able to strike out Kobayashi and Carly Spade. After Allie Cummins gets to second base and nobody away, Miami's unable to bring her in. 0-0 as we head to the top of the second. Welcome back to Love and Honor Live here on Chatterbox Sports. I'm Reed Mouse. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe, like the stream. 2 up for Buffalo. Here is Sarah Kelly, Mia Mitchell, and Lily Lauk. Kelly steps into the batter's box. Starting left fielder. Pratt had a 1-2-3 top of the first. We're going to keep that rolling. First pitch called, strike at the top of the zone. Kelly comes into today, the junior from Ashburn, Virginia, batting .258. She had 2 hits in the loss yesterday against Miami. Buffalo did have their fair share of hits in the complete game performance from Brianna Pratt, but were unable to string multiple together to score multiple runs. They got 2 runs in the second inning thanks to an error on behalf of Miami. And then was able to plate just 1 more run throughout the game. The 1-1 misses upstairs. Count is now 2-1. 2-1 is our count. Brianna Pratt rocks and deals, rides high and away. Count is 3-1. Playing straight up against Kelly. Not a whole lot of defensive alignment happens here in softball. Field's a lot smaller than a baseball field, a lot less ground to cover. Called strike on the check swing. On occasion, they will opt to a 5-person infield, only putting 2 in the outfield. We saw Northern Illinois do that consistently against Allie Cummins and Carly Spade for Miami a few weeks ago. But that's pretty much all they do. Baseball, you see a lot more shifts. Not a whole lot of that here in softball. And Bobby Johnson rings up Sarah Kelly. Second strikeout of the game for Brianna Pratt, and gets the second inning rolling with the first out.
Mitchell.
Mia Mitchell steps in. Ground ball to Barlow. Barlow backhands it, throws it across the diamond in time. And the graduate shortstop makes another sharp play. Got rid of it very quickly for the second out. And 2 up, 2 down here in the second inning. Lily Lauk steps in, left-handed swinger. Lauk comes in batting .224. OPS of 648, the freshman from Lakeview, New York. She's looking to get off the schneid. 0 for her last 8. Hasn't had a hit in her previous 4 ball games. 1 for her last 12. She had a 3-hit ball game against St. Bonaventure and has been struggling ever since. 1-0 finds the outside part of the plate. 1-1 is now the count. Lauk awaits the 1-1 as Pratt rocks and deals. Just misses. Pratt tries the top of the zone. This season, Miami has thrown 196 innings. Brianna Pratt has thrown 131 of them. As the 2-1 misses on the outside. Lorelei Depew and Taylor Turner both share the other haul. 33 and 32 innings, respectively. Chop slowly out to Chloe Parks, who comes up, gloves it, flips it over to Holly Blaska for the third and final out. Another scoreless frame here in the top half of the second. Miami looking to get the sticks out. We'll be back on Love and Honor Live.
No hits, no errors.
Video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being in this.
The first batter for the RedHawks in the bottom of the second inning.
Bottom of the second inning here, and Riley Coyne is due to step up. Riley Coyne, she'll be followed by Holly Blaska, and we'll tell you about her game yesterday. Jenna Golombeski due up third for the RedHawks. I'm Reed Mouse. You're watching Love and Honor Live here on Chatterbox Sports. We thank you for tuning in. Have a blast doing this. So Riley Coyne, the starting catcher. Tarantino's first pitch to Riley Coyne is set for a ride, and it's off the top of the wall out in left field. Coyne into second base. One pitch, and it's a double for the starting catcher for the RedHawks. And Coyne has that pop in her bat. That's why she's consistently in the middle of this lineup. Her average isn't as high as other starters on this team, only batting .268, but she has left the yard 7 times. And speaking of leaving the yard, Holly Blaska, the senior from Chaplin, Minnesota, steps into the batter's box, and she had a big hit yesterday as her 3-run home run put Miami over top of Buffalo. So the first pitch to Blaska is sent out to right field for a base knock. Rounding third, heading for home is Coyne. The throw in from Mitchell, not in time. And Miami takes a 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Now the right fielder, number 2, Jenna Golombeski.
So now it's Jenna Golombeski. Golombeski here on her 21st start. Her OPS, 1.318. She's batting .322, slugging .881, and getting on base about 43% of the time as Blaska swipes second base. The throw from Lauk not in time. Golombeski, 9 home runs, 15 RBIs. She hasn't been an everyday starter. Recently earned that role. Was batting leadoff for Miami for quite some time, but her 0-for-3 performance yesterday moved her down in the order. She struck out twice against Alexis Luzishin. 1-0 here to Golombeski. Called strike on the inside. Golombeski hails from Woodstock, Illinois. Saw a little bit of time last year as Miami took the Mid-American Conference. Started 9 times, played in 30 games. She hit just 1 home run. Of course, doing better this season as she pops one up sky high into center field. Varo's underneath it. Holly Blaska thinks about going to third, but the throw in from Vara in time, and there's one away.
Miami shortstop, number 6, Adriana Barlow.
Adriana Barlow steps to the plate, and she had a fantastic play in the 6-hole in the top half of the inning. Got things rolling consistently at the 8th spot of this lineup. Has been hitting better this year. Or rather, as of late, .273. She caught the barrel on the ball 2 times yesterday, but didn't have much to show for it. Went 3 for 4 in the second game against Western Michigan last week. So seeing the ball a little better. Barlow stands in the middle of the box. The 1-0 from Tarantino finds the strike zone. It's now 1-1. Brennaman, Nagel playing in against Barlow. If she shall lay one down, the soft swing is fouled over towards the first base dugout. Kieran Kumar down the third base line, the head coach for the RedHawks in her 3rd season at the helm. Got her 100th career win against Ohio University earlier this season. In her first 2 years, won the Mid-American Conference as Miami has taken the conference 3 consecutive times that it's been awarded. 3 out of the last 4 years. Of course, 2020 it wasn't played. 2-2 the count. Tarantino gets a strikeout over Adriana Barlow, and there's 2 away as Maddie Banks steps to the plate.
Left fielder, number 29, Maddie Banks.
Banks comes in batting .274, her 27th start of the season. A graduate student from Bettendorf, Iowa. Comes as a transfer from Ole Miss. She spent 2 seasons for Ole Miss. Played at Virginia Tech before that. The 1-0 to Banks. Doesn't find the zone, and count is now 2-0. Once again, the corners of the infield playing in. Wazalewski cheating over towards third base. Knowing that Brennaman is in on the bunt possibility, she's got to play the bag in case Holly Blaska tries to steal third. So Tarantino gets the sign from the dugout, rocks, deals. A 3-0 misses, and the lineup is turned over for Allie Cummins.
Back to the top of the order.
So back to the top of the order, and what a dangerous top of the order it is. Allie Cummins steps to the plate. Her name scattered throughout the Miami record book. Her and Carly Spade at the top of runs batted in, home runs, runs scored, batting average. As the native from Westchester, Ohio, steps in with 2 away and 2 on, and they'll have a talk in the circle. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the stream. If you don't want to miss a second of Miami action, go ahead and hit that notification bell, and I'll let you know every time we're live. Other content we have on the channel, Monday through Friday here from 10 to noon. Thom Brennaman hosts Off the Bench. Following every Cincinnati Reds game, Trace Fowler and Nick Kirby, 2 Super Reds fans, will go live recapping every game, Chatterbox Reds. So you'll be able to watch that live after their game today in Philadelphia. The first pitch to Allie Cummins. Taken for a called strike. Cummins gets on exactly half the time. Her on-base percentage coming in today, .496. She walked her first time around. Oh, 1 finds the zone. Cummins disagrees with that call, but Bobby Johnson has the final say. 0-2 the count to the designated player. Blaska on second, Banks on first, speed on the paths, and Tarantino tries to get Cummins to chase. She doesn't have it. It's 1-2. Tarantino peers into the first base dugout, gets the sign, checks her left forearm for said sign, and pulls the string on the pitch to Allie Cummins, who waves over top of it for the third and final out here in the bottom of the second. But Miami takes the lead thanks to the hit from Holly Blaska, which plated Riley Coyne, who led the inning off with a double. 1-0 our score as we head to the third inning here on Love and Honor Live.
The left field wall is a left.
Top of the third here in Oxford, Ohio. Miami Softball Stadium, the venue. For this doubleheader, I'm Reed Mouse. You're watching Love It On Live here on Chatterbox Sports. We thank you for tuning in. 7, 8, 9 due up for Buffalo, as Pratt has faced the minimum through the first 2 innings. Miami took the lead there in the bottom half of the second. Miami came in today with an 18-14 record, 6-6 here in the Mid-American Conference. Pratt's first pitch to Brianna Castro misses up. Buffalo 10-20 here on the season, 4-2 in the MAC. One-0 misses on the inside. Buffalo split with Toledo. And the third game of that series was called due to severe winds as Castro fouls one down the left field line just mere inches away from a base hit. Young Daniel Abernathy right there to call the foul ball. They did sweep Bowling Green State University. 8-4, 5-4, and 8-0. Which gave them a 4-1 record in the MAC coming into this series. Looking to take game 2 and sweep the doubleheader here today to get the series win over Miami. Miami took game 1. So a sharp pitching matchup between Brianna Pratt and Alexis Luzishin. It was 1 inning for Luzishin. I gave her all the troubles. 5-run 4th inning was all Miami needed, and Pratt starts off the top of the third with a strikeout, freezing Brianna Castro on the fastball.
The pitcher for the Bulls, number 4, Julia Tarantino.
So now we'll see Julia Tarantino. We mentioned she's in the circle today. On the season as a hitter. She's batting 147, 5 hits and 34 at-bats, the junior from North Belmore, New York. Had a hit against Toledo, scored a run. It was a double. 0-0 for 3 in her start against Bowling Green. Gets the hit when she pitches. She has thrown 67 2/3 innings coming into today's game. A little more than a third of the season for Buffalo. She shares the workload with Alexis Luzishin, who we saw yesterday. Emily Waters has thrown 26 innings for the Bulls, so we might see her as well. 1-2 the count to Tarantino. Pratt rocks, deals the 1-2. Chop towards Carly Spade, but foul. 2 strikeouts on the game already for Pratt. She has yet to allow a base runner. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Kate Vara, the starting center fielder for Buffalo. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled back, we'll do it again. The RedHawks MAC champions out in center field. You see their success over the last 18 years. The 1-2 chopped foul again. Won the MAC in 2005, 09, 12, 16, and then, of course, 19, 21, and 22. As they look to carry on that success here this season. Got off on the wrong foot as Brianna Pratt freezes Julia Tarantino for the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeout looking.
Fielder, number 16, Kate Vera.
And it's Kate Vera. The senior out of Rochester, New York. Had a hit yesterday against Pratt. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Vera getting on base 37% of the time. Has walked 9 times this year. Pratt spins the ball on her hip, gets the sign, rocks and deals. Blasco with the backhand. She'll step on first base. And through 3, Brianna Pratt has faced the minimum. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, 1-0 here on Love and Honor Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miami University.
Two, 3, 4 due up for Miami. Chloe Parks, Carly Spade, and Kate Kobayashi. I'm Ray Mouse. Thank you for coming back here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. We're moving quickly here. As Tarantino's looking for the sign. First pitch was at 1:03. And Parks offers at the inside fastball. Can't catch up. Can't get her hands around on it. 0-1's the count. Parks lined out to Wazalewski her first time. Parks making nice contact this season. And seeing the ball well. She had a 5 RBI game in the last series we did against Toledo. That was her first start at the top of the lineup. Nearly half of her season's RBIs came in that one game. 3 came on one swing. It was a triple that concluded the game as Miami secured the run rule. And it just was mere feet away from leaving the yard for a walk-off grand slam. 2-1 the count here to Parks. Parks fouls it back. A lot of pop in this Miami lineup. We mentioned Allie Cummins with 12 home runs. Carly Spade, Jenna Golombesky right around 10 with 9 apiece. Riley Coyne with 7. As a team, they've hit 53 home runs while only allowing 20. The 2-2. Flared out to left field. Underneath it for the first out is going to be Kelly. She took a step back, then worked towards the line for the first out. For reference on that home run total, Allie Cummins comes into today with 12 home runs. As a team this season, in 30 games, Buffalo has hit 13 home runs. So 1 away for Carly Spade. First pitch to Spade, misses on the outside. Spade, a very aggressive hitter. Doesn't walk a whole lot. He's walked 8 times this year and 112 trips to the plate. The 1-0 popped up deep into right field, but coming underneath it for the second out will be Mia Mitchell. The wind is blowing in from right center field, and that was skied high. So on a day where the wind had been in reverse and blowing out to right center field, that's probably a home run today. It's out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. So now it's Kate Kobayashi. 2 pop-ups here in the 3rd inning. Kobayashi went down on strikes her first time as she sees the first pitch for a called strike. Kobayashi can't catch up to the second pitch she sees, and she finds herself in an 0-2 well. Buffalo's outfield playing with their heels just inside of the warning track. Kobayashi doesn't slug like the other bats in the lineup. Only .565. Her 21 hits this year. She has 11 extra base hits. 9 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. Kobayashi fouls it straight back. In fact, Kobayashi hasn't had an extra base hit since March 18th. She had 2 doubles against Ohio University. Still getting on base at a fantastic clip, over 50% of the time, as the 1-2 misses in the dirt. Two misses on the inside. Didn't miss by a whole lot. Tarantino liked the pitch. Didn't like the call from Bobby Johnson, but the count is run full. The payoff pitch. Lined into right center field. This is going to be extra bases. Kate Kobayashi rounding first, headed for second, and not slowing down, as she will have a 3-bagger here with 2 outs. We mentioned it earlier in the at-bat, looking for her first extra base hit since March 18th, and she got it. Liner right over the glove of Brianna Castro into right center field, and she never slowed down. Had her eyes on a triple the whole time. And she moves into third base with 2 away. And now we'll see Riley Coyne. Coyne with an RBI single yesterday. Doubled her last time. Came around and scored. She was first pitch swinging, and here was the first pitch in her second at-bat, hacking all the same, and the count is 0-1. Coyne throws her barrel at the outside pitch and hits one far down the right field line, but it is foul. Falls on the warning track just beyond the right field stands. 0-2 the count. Coyne stands tall in the back of the batter's box, where so often you see softball hitters in a crouch stance, athletic stance. Coyne stands completely upright. Hands cocked right in her armpit. The 0-2 misses on the outside. She strides towards Tarantino as Tarantino strides towards her. Coyne, a graduate student from Chelsea, Alabama. Awaits the 1-2. Coyne gets all of this inside pitch, but hits it well foul. Coyne was second team All-MAC 2 seasons ago. Struggled at times last year, but hit 2 home runs and a 4 RBI performance against Bowling Green in the MAC championship game last year. 2-2 the count to Coyne. Once again, just getting a piece of it, fouling it back. And Tarantino has been able to get ahead of these Miami hitters, but have been unable to put them away. She does have 4 strikeouts, 2 coming in that first inning. It's been the off-speed pitch that she's been able to pull the string on. We'll see if she can get Riley Coyne out in front here on the 2-2. Bobby Johnson looked as though he was going to ring Riley Coyne up, opted not to. The count is full, and you see Lauk asking Johnson where that missed. Count is full, runner on third base, 2 away here in the bottom half of the third inning. And it's a walk. And once again, we'll see Holly Blaska with runners in scoring position.
Number 5, first baseman Holly Blaska.
Blaska was able to flare one out to right field for the base knock. And with the left-handed swinging Blaska coming up, Mia Mitchell, the right fielder, will put her heels on the warning track out and right. So Kobayashi at third, Coyne at first, the first pitch to Blaska. Blaska with her 25th RBI earlier in the ballgame. Ties her for second on the team with Allie Cummins, trailing only Carly Spade, who has 28. 26 standing in the form of Kate Kobayashi, and she'll have it. A base hit to left field, her second RBI single of the game, and Miami takes a 2-0 lead.
Stepping in, number 2, right fielder Jenna Golombeski.
Now it's Jenna Golombeski. Golombeski popped out to center field her last time. She comes up here with a runner in scoring position in the form of Riley Coyne and Holly Blaska. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, 2 singles already here in the third inning. Golombeski, 2 for her last 12. 3 for her last 19, but before that, a little bit of a slump. She had reached safely on a hit in 11 straight ball games. Looking to find her stride once again as Tarantino delivers the 0-1 that Golombeski fouls over towards the grandstand. 0-2 the count to the starting right fielder. Two on, 2 away, 2 strikes in this 2-0 ball game. Tarantino tries the outside. Can't get Golombeski to chase or Bobby Johnson to call. So the count is now 1-2. Rides the inside. Count 2-2. Golombeski turns in. So good job by the sophomore, evening up the count. And if she's able to find the outfield grass, they can really get ahead here in the third inning. The 2-2 from Tarantino, just missing on the outside. Count is now full. So with a full count and 2 away, the runners will be moving on the pitch. Coyne out at second, Blaska at first. The payoff pitch to Golombeski. Called strike 3 on the inside. Golembeski knew it. Miami plates a run thanks to the single from Holly Blaska. We head to the fourth, 2-0. Two nothing our score here in the top half of the fourth inning. Brianna Pratt still in the circle. Miami added a run. You can see what Pratt has been able to do thus far in the game. 3 innings strong. She has faced the minimum. 2 up for Buffalo, and will be the top half of the order. 1, 2, 3.
Top of the fourth for Buffalo. From the top of the order, it's number 13. First baseman,
Abby Nagel, Alexis Luzician, and then Madison Furniman. We thank you for tuning in here to Love and Honor Live on Chatterbox Sports. I'm Reed Mouse. Tickling the keys, producing today, Casey McAllister. Let us know how we're doing. Go ahead and comment on the stream. We like having a little bit of community. Abby Nagel, she grounded out to Chloe Parks her first time. Nagel led off yesterday with a single. Riley Coyne. Looks like she had to get in a equipment replacement. Pratt. Grounded out softly. Chloe Parks makes the play. Pratt almost reached down for it. She said, I'll let Chloe Parks get the put out. It was a tough play for Parks. Pratt could have easily gotten the ball. But it's 1 up, 1 down here in the top half of the fourth inning. Another 4-3 put out. And Alexis Luzician is up. Luzician started yesterday. She barreled up a ball her first time around, but right towards Adriana Barlow. Pratt pulls the string on the first pitch to Luzician for a called strike. 0-1's the count. Pratt rocks, deals. Called strike. Back-to-back off-speed pitches. And she's ahead of Luzician. Bounces one in front of home plate. Can't get Luzician to chase. Pratt with 4 Ks already in the ballgame. Had 2 last inning. He struck out the batter who's on deck at Madison Furniman. Would love to keep Luzician off the base paths. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Froze her. Her 5th strikeout of the ball game, and there's 2 away here in the top half of the fourth.
Third baseman, Madison Furniman.
Madison Furniman struck out swinging her last time. Looks eager in the box. Waits the first pitch. Thinks about turning around on the first pitch on the inside part. Riley Coyne Says, can we check down to Dennis Aldridge? Aldridge said no, she did not come around on the pitch. 1-0's the count. Brennaman, slightly open stance. Stands in the middle of the box. Tries to catch up to the 1-0 fastball, doesn't, and the count is 1-1. Pratt rocks, she deals. Brennaman lines one down the left field, but it is well foul. Rattling off the chain link fence that protects the bullpen down there. Can't see it on our screen. If the lens was just a little wider, be able to see the entire field. You can see most of it there on that image. 1-2 here from Pratt. Spins the softball on her hip. Comes with the 1-2 and gets Brennaman to chase, but Brennaman gets a piece. We do it again here at 1-2. Can't get Bobby Johnson to pull the trigger on the 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Hear a lot of oohs here in the home stands. Run the count to 2-2. The 2-2 comeback to Brennaman. And gets a swinging strikeout. So doesn't get the help of Bobby Johnson, but gets her 6th strikeout of the game. And we're through 4. And Pratt's working on something special. We head to the bottom of the 4th here at Oxford. Adriana Barlow due up for Oxford here. 8-9-1. Barlow struck out her first time around. Miami plated a run there in the second inning, once again in the third. Tarantino still in the circle for the Bulls. Barlow brings a consistent glove to the lineup as she pops one up in the infield. Brianna Castro underneath it over at second base. Fields her position for the first down. Maddie Banks due up. She's walked in her one at-bat.
Next up, number 29, left fielder Maddie Banks.
She was left stranded. She did a nice job turning the lineup over. Banks swinging at the first pitch she sees from Tarantino. Oh, 1 the count here to the utility player. The 0-1 misses on the outside. foul back as she tries to lay down the bunt. I mentioned she's from Bettendorf, Iowa. She's on her 4th college here. Bettendorf. Right there on the Illinois-Iowa border. Fouls one down left field line. Tarantino on the day. She's had her strikeout pitch working. And she has 5 Ks. Looking for number 6. Bounces one in the dirt. Count is now 2-2. The 2-2 to Banks. Just miss it. And he'll run the count full. She walked her first time. Worked a very nice at-bat. Miami, who will travel up to Bowling Green for the midweek series, trying to take game 2 against Buffalo. Tarantino with her pitch count already at 70. Feels like half of them have come just here in this at-bat against Maddie Banks. The payoff pitch to the left-handed swinging Banks. Called strike 3. Banks disagrees, but it's the second out of the inning. And the lineup is turned over for Allie Cummins.
Designated player, Allie Cummins.
Cummins, the designated player today. Cummins awaits the first pitch, crouches down in the right-handed batter's box. Hack it at the first pitch she sees from Tarantino. Owen won the count. Called strike 2. Cummins disagrees with the call from Johnson. Johnson has not made many friends around the stadium today. Typically see these things start to snowball and lose the benefit of the doubt at times. Appear to be right there on the zone. The 0-2 to Cummins. Miss it on the outside as they try to work away from the designated player. Cummins woke up the bats yesterday with a home run to right center field. See if she can plate another run here. And inning number 4. Two. Bounced in the dirt. The payoff pitch from Tarantino. Misses on the inside. And it's a 2-out walk, which will bring Chloe Parks to the plate. Another great at-bat from Cummins.
Second baseman,
Tarantino pitch count over 84 now. Parks has lined out and flown out, both to the left side of the field. Popped out to left field, lined out to the shortstop, Wazalewski. And they'll go and talk to the starting pitcher here today, Tarantino. Karen Kumar, the head coach for Miami, talking to Parks, Cummins, and Spade. discussion for the entire infield, and then hopping off the field. So Cummins at first, Spade in the on-deck circle, Chloe Parks at the plate. Parks yet to reach base today. Brennaman, the third baseman, playing in case Parks shall lay down the bunt. First pitch, called strike on the outside. Oh, 1 the count. Abby Nagel coming in as well to guard against the bunt. They check on Cummins. We saw Cummins steal earlier in the ball game. She's not afraid to swipe a bag or two. Miami as a team successful in 32 stolen base attempts, 32 times in 37 attempts. The throw into second base as Cummins swipes second. 3 for 3 today. The RedHawks are. Runner in scoring position. 2-1 the count here to Chloe Parks. See what Tarantino comes with on the 2-1. I think she's going to challenge Parks with 2 away and Carly Spade on deck. Parks just off the end of the bat. Wazalewski dives, and Cummins never slows down and takes home. Wazalewski does a really nice job at keeping the ball in the infield, but Cummins never slowed down with 2 outs. Rounded third, headed for home, and scores for the 3rd run of the ball game. And on the throw to home, Chloe Parks takes second. So Parks and Cummins switch spots. Parks with her 13th RBI on the season. And Carly Spade steps in with 2 away. Miami has plated a run here in the 2nd, 3rd, and now 4th inning, but have been unable to hang a crooked number. 5th hit of the ball game for the RedHawks. First hit of the game for Parks. I don't know who did a better job there. Chloe Parks hitting it off the end of the bat. Wazalewski keeping it in the infield, or Allie Cummins and her base running. Of course, she stole second base to put her in scoring position, and then on the contact, never slowed down. 1-1 the count here to Spade. She fouls one over the grandstand. Count now 1-2. Popped into right field. Mia Mitchell coming up to make the play as she has plenty of room to work with, and she'll come underneath it for the 3rd out. Miami gets another one here in the bottom half of the 3rd. It's now 3-0. The RedHawks lead as we head to the 5th inning. Welcome back to Oxford, Ohio. I'm Reed Mouse. Thank you for sticking around and watching Love and Honor Live here on Chatterbox Sports. A sunny Saturday afternoon. Easter is tomorrow. Hope you guys are enjoying your Easter weekend. Can't get much better than spinning it at the ball field here on a sunny Saturday afternoon. 3-0 our score here in the top half of the fifth inning. 4-5-6 due up for the Bulls.
At the plate now, number 3, left fielder Sarah Kelly.
So Sarah Kelly, Mia Mitchell, Lily Lauk due up for Buffalo here. Kelly went down looking her first time around. Pratt struck out the last 2 batters of the inning. She's thrown every pitch for Miami this series thus far. The 0-1 misses on the inside. One foul towards Miami's dugout. One-two. Pratt, a 13-8 record coming into today. As the 1-2 misses on the inside. To get on the single-season leaderboard for Miami, she'd have to get at least 19 wins. Of course, her pitching coach and former teammate, Courtney Verstra, on that list 2 different times, 26 wins in 2021 and 19 in 2019. The all-time single-season winner is Jessica Simpson, who won 32 games back in 2012. The payoff pitch to Sarah Kelly. Popped into shallow right field. Golombeski underneath it for the first out. And now it's Mia Mitchell.
Number 11, right fielder Mia Mitchell.
Pratt came into this year as the all-time Miami leader in winning percentage in the circle. 689, that of course would come down a little bit this year. Swinging strike to Mia Mitchell, who grounded out to Adriana Barlow her last time. Nice play by Barlow. Pratt rocks, deals, misses on the inside. And Pratt finished 2022 with a 19-6 record, an ERA below 3. See, look down the line towards Dennis Aldridge on the check swing, and they do say she came around. So the count now 1-2. Pratt gets a swinging strikeout, but it bounces in front of Riley Coyne. Tough play and a nice job by Coyne working halfway up the first base line and relaying it over to Blaska for the second out. So a 2-3 putout on the strikeout. 7th of the game for Pratt.
Number 8, catcher Lily Lauk.
Pratt gets a check swing from Lily Lauk. Lauk looked down the third baseline this time, and young Daniel Abernathy, he said no, Lauk did not come around. Lauk grounded out to Chloe Parks her first time. Buffalo with a 0 in the first 4 frames, 2 away here in the 5th. Miami plated 1 run in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning. Pratt comes back on the 1-0 to get a called strike. Pratt was last year's MAC tournament MVP. She allowed just 1 earned run. Pop up out to Maddie Banks. She'll be underneath it for the 3rd and final outs. And Brianna Pratt has faced the minimum through 5 innings. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. It's 3-0 on Love and Honor Live. Welcome back to Oxford, Ohio. It was just the 5th inning stretch, so the fans got up saying, "Take me out to the ball game." 3-0 our score at 4-5-6 due up for Miami here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Julia Tarantino still out in the circle for the Bulls. She's allowed 5 hits and 3 runs. Kobayashi, one of those hits, she had a 2-out triple back in the 3rd inning. Later came around and scored on the single from Holly Blaska, and we'll have more about Holly Blaska when she's up. She's due up 3rd this inning. So Kobayashi working on a 1 for 2. Missed a couple games in that Toledo series as Miami was shifting around the lineup after getting swept by Northern Illinois. Where they're at right now. They're 6-6 in the Mid-American Conference and looking to keep gaining it up. Kate Kobayashi flares one for a single out to right field off the end of the bat, and the running in Mia Mitchell can't come and make the play, neither can Brianna Castro.
RedHawk catcher, Riley Coyne.
So Riley Coyne steps up. She walked her last time, doubled her first time. Just barely missed a home run. She pulling off the top of the wall right around where it says graduating champions out in left field. First pitch swinging, pops one up here. Will stay in the stadium, but it will go out of play. 0-1's the count. Coyne stands tall. Running on the pitch is Kobayashi. Ground out to Abby Nagel. She fields it cleanly. Steps on first base for the first out. But there's a runner on second base for Holly Blaska.
First baseman,
And we'll show you how she's doing in this series. 3 for 5. She's got 5 RBIs. She's 2 for 2 in this ball game. She left the yard yesterday with a 3-run home run, but in her first 2 trips today, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. So seeing the ball well. if she can get her third RBI and her third base hit of the ball game as Tarantino challenges her on the inside. Called strike, and Blaska finds herself in an 0-2 hole. Blaska, 3 RBIs yesterday, 3 RBIs against Western Michigan last week. So she has 8 RBIs in her last 3 games played as the 0-2 misses on the outside. Her season high on ribbies was 4. She had a 4 RBI game against Western Kentucky back on March 12th. Tarantino bounces one in the dirt. Two and two is the count. Kobayashi out at second. And Blaska goes down on strikes for the second out. Chase is on the pitch inside, can't catch up, can't get around on it. And there's 2 away for Jenna Golombeski. Golombeski, we'll see a pinch hitter actually for her. It'll be number 19, Maggie Murphy, the sophomore. First time we'll see her this series. 26th appearance this year. She's batting .259.
A pinch hitter for the RedHawks. Coming to the plate, number 19, Maggie Murphy.
So on the season, Maggie Murphy has 14 hits and 54 at-bats. 16 RBIs. She's slugging .574 as she has left the yard 4 times. Murphy, a sophomore from Novi, Michigan. Made the All-Mid-American Conference freshman team last year, second team All-MAC, and she was the freshman of the year. So Kobayashi still standing out at second base. Here's the 0-1. On the inside, misses. Brennaman, the third baseman, playing even with the baseline. Wazalewski with her heels on the outfield grass. As Tarantino tries to pull the string but can't find the strike zone. 2-1. Two-1 finds the strike zone. So Tarantino evens the count up. Barlow waits in the on-deck circle. Maddie Banks in the hole. Leadoff single from Kobayashi. She advanced to second on the ground out from Riley Coyne. Holly Blaska went down on strikes. Maggie Murphy slaps one into left field, and the diving Sarah Kelly can't come up with the catch. End to second base on the double, and Miami takes a 4-0 lead. Murphy all over the 2-2. And Sarah Kelly comes in, dives, can't make the play. Was really the only chance that Buffalo had in preventing the run, as Kobayashi would have singled if Kelly let the ball land in front of her.
17, Shelby Kunkel.
So Shelby Kunkel's going to hit. For Adriana Barlow, Golombeski will come back in.
Correction, coming back in. To take
for
second
Maggie
base
Murphy.
is Miami's Jenna Golombeski.
So Murphy comes in, does her job, brings in the run. Now it's Shelby Kunkel's chance to answer back. Shelby Kunkel batting .346 on the year. First pitch swinging. 18 hits and 52 at-bats. Of those 18 hits, 3 are extra base hits. 4-0 our score. And once again, Miami has scored in 4 of the 5 innings that have been unable to put a crooked number on the board. It's like binary code on the scoreboard at the present moment. The other one is fouled back. Kunkel, the sophomore from Eaton Rapids, Michigan, awaits the 0-2 from Tarantino. Tries to get Kunkel to chase on the heater on the outside. No dice. Here goes the 1-2. Kunkel down the right field line, can't straighten it out. So now the count is 1-2. Tarantino peers into the first base dugout, gets the sign in unison with Lauk. Lauk getting the start behind the plate today. She was a designated player yesterday. Ambrose started behind the dish yesterday. And Miami has already utilized the switch and catchers as they have stolen the base 3 times. Shelby Kunkel comes off the bench and strikes out looking. Miami plates another run. They're up 4-0. We head to the 6th here on Love and Honor Live.
The 5th inning for the RedHawks.
To the top of the 6th we go here on Love and Honor Live. Chatterbox Sports, I'm Reed Mouse. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like the stream. Helps it reach a broader audience. Go ahead and hit the notification bell. Let you know anytime we go live. We'll be here for Game 3, then we'll be back next week for the Miami Invitational. If you didn't get tickets to that, don't worry. You can watch it right here on Chatterbox Sports. Number 1 team in the country, Oklahoma, comes to town. Louisville does as well. So does Oakland. So you'll be able to see all that action on Saturday. Then Miami will play Oklahoma. Mano a mano, Sunday morning. Brianna Pratt facing 7-8-9 against Buffalo. Brianna Castro, Juliana Tarantino, and Kate Vara. Castro went down looking her first time. Softly fouls one over the third base dugout. Because jinxes don't exist, we'll go ahead and note that Brianna Pratt has faced the minimum. Not the first time that she's done it in her career. She threw a perfect game against Bowling Green last year. That was an abbreviated game. But has hung zeros to this point. Infield playing straight up against Castro. Castro fouls one towards Miami's dugout. It's 2-2. Castro, 185 hitter. Gets on base about 33% of the time. Bobby Johnson restocking his supply of softballs. And we're ready to go on the 2-2. Pratt spins the softball on her hip, gets the sign from Coyne. She's ready to rock and deal. Can't get Castro to chase at the 2-2, and the count is full. Full count. Coyne talking to Pratt. Pratt went 7 strong. She gave up 3 runs yesterday. Only one of them were earned. The payoff pitch. And Castro sends one deep out to left field. It is a fair ball in the first hit of the ball game for the Buffalo Bulls. The 11th hit of the season for Brianna Castro.
Number 4.
Her
pitcher
first
Julia
extra base hit.
Tarantino.
And Julia Tarantino, the starting pitcher. Steps in. So the first base runner of the game. And Pratt comes back against Tarantino. Called ball. Miami working a 4-0 lead here. Pratt comes back on the 1-0. Misses downstairs. Her pitch count in this one, 66 pitches, so she's been very efficient. Bounces one in front of Julia Tarantino. And Riley Coyne having a talk with the starting pitcher again. Four 4-0 our score here on 11 Honor Live. Tarantino can help her own calls out. Has scattered 4 runs across this ball game when she's pitching in the circle. Offers at the 3-0. Count is now 3-1 as she fouls one back. Kate Vara on deck. Tarantino batting 147 on the season. And a hit and a walk will begin things here in the top half of the 6th inning. And Courtney Verstra will go out and talk to Pratt and Coyne. So the tying run is in the on-deck circle as the 9th hitter in the lineup comes to the plate.
That was awesome.
What should be
A pinch
Kate
runner
Vara,
for
and it
Buffalo.
is Kate Vara.
Coming
Instead,
to
we'll see a
stand at
pinch
first
runner
base
for
is number 15, Michaela Martin.
For Buffalo, running for Julia Tarantino will be
The batter,
Michaela
number
Martin.
16, center fielder Kate Vera.
So 2 on, nobody away here in the top half of the 6th inning. And for the first time in this inning, Brianna Pratt gets ahead. Left-handed swinging Vara. Offers at the 0-1. Waves over top of it, can't catch up. Pratt. 7 Ks on the ledger. As Vara lines out to Adriana Barlow. What a play by the shortstop. Consistently making slick fielding grabs, and she does so right there. She dives for the first out of the ball of the inning.
First baseman Abby Nagel.
And we'll see Abby Nagel. So Buffalo turns the lineup over. Looking for their first runs of the game. Alexis Luzishin is on deck. And a line drive right back to Brianna Pratt. They double up. Michaela Martin at first. Pratt in self-defense makes the snag, throws it over to first for the double play. And Miami hangs another 0 on the board. 4-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
6th inning, no runs, 1.
Welcome back to Oxford, Ohio, bottom of the 6th inning. Here, game 2 of a 3-game tilt. It's the first game of a doubleheader, though. The second game will take underway about 30 minutes after this game finishes. 4-0's our score. Reagan Bartholomew will be hitting for Maddie Banks. Julia Tarantino back in the lineup. Tarantino back in the circle, rather, has allowed 4 earned runs, given up 7 hits, has struck out 8. And Reagan Bartholomew comes in and singles to center field. Great job coming off the bench and setting the table for the top half of the order. So we'll see if Maddie Banks comes back in for Bartholomew. And it looks like she is.
Running for the RedHawks, returning in is number 29, Maddie Banks.
So Allie Cummins, 0 for 1, has not put the ball in play. And right away, they steal second base as Maddie Banks comes in to pinch run for Bartholomew. Swipe second. So a runner will be in scoring position. Miami perfect on stolen base attempts this ball game. Allie Cummins had a stolen base her last time. Very crafty base running. She eventually came around and scored on the infield single from Chloe Parks. Cummins scoring from second on that infield single. The 1-0 finds the outside part of the strike zone, 1-1. Popped up in the infield. Brianna Castro underneath it. Puts the squeeze on for the first out. And we'll see Chloe Parks.
Number 4, Chloe Parks.
It's the first time that Allie Cummins puts the ball in play today. Results in a pop-up in the infield. Parks, 1 for 3. Singled home Allie Cummins her last time. Carly Spade waits in the on-deck circle. Parks has lined out to short, flown out to left, and of course had that infield single that Wazalewski did a really nice job at diving for and keeping in the infield, but it was all for naught as Cummins did come around and score. Speed out at second base in the form of Maddie Banks, so a single shall score a run as Miami looks to keep the pattern of scoring in each inning sans the first. The 1-1 misses on the inside. 2-1's now the count. Parks lines one out to left center field. That'll fall. 1 run will score as Maddie Banks is plated. Chloe Parks with an RBI double. $5-0 now our score.
Number 7, Carly Spade.
Worth mentioning here, there is an 8-run rule. If Miami should score 3 more runs, the game would conclude as Carly Spade's first pitch swinging. Underneath it is Wazalewski. So 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And Kate Kobayashi steps up to the plate.
Number 22, Kate Kobayashi.
Kobayashi, a triple, a single. She's scored twice. She's 2 for 3. Fastball on the inside. No dice, says home plate umpire Bobby Johnson. 1-0's the count. The 1-0 comes back and finds the zone. 1-1 now our count. One, 2 away. Runner on second, 5-0 our score. Miami with 9 hits in the ball game. Kobayashi with 2 of them. She takes the 1-1 for a called strike. So 3 consecutive fastballs on the inside half of the plate. Chopped down the third base line. First time that Kobayashi has come to the plate with a runner on base. as the 1-2 is going to be a check swing, and they defer twice. Bobby Johnson looks to Dennis Aldridge. He says, no, sir. Go look at young Daniel Abernathy. And then he says, no, Kobayashi didn't come around. It's a lot of finger pointing. Eventually, the count runs to 2-2. Flared towards the first base dugout. Two-two. Called strike 3. Tarantino puts down Kobayashi on strikes for the second time today. But Miami gets another run. It's 5-0. We head to the final frame here in Oxford. To the 7th inning we go. 5-0 our score. Buffalo hung zeros in the first 6 frames as they've only been able to muster up 2 base runners in this one. Brianna Pratt has been special today. Miami hung a 0 in the first inning and then scored 1 run in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So that's how we got here. Pratt facing off against 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Bulls lineup. Alexis Luzishin, Madison Furniman, and Sarah Kelly. Miami looking to close up the series win. 3 outs will do that as the first pitch to Luzishin is fouled back. Musician takes the 0-1 in the dirt. So the second game of this doubleheader will be played about 30 minutes after conclusion of this one. This game has worked with some pace. First pitch was at 1:03. The 1-1 from Pratt. Check swing, and Bobby Johnson did say yes. Luzishin came around. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of fans here at the softball stadium on this lovely Saturday afternoon. As Pratt puts down Luzishin on strikes, her 9th K of the ball game.
Bulls third baseman, Madison Brennaman.
And of the 9 strikeouts she has, 5 have been looking. Pratt very efficient today after throwing well over 100 pitches yesterday in the win. That right there was pitch 80 as Matty Banks backtracks and is underneath it for the second out. So 2 away, and the RedHawks are 1 out away from a series win.
The left fielder, Sarah Kelly.
Miami has won 21 of 22 games against Buffalo. Buffalo last getting a win back in 2018. Called strike. Sarah Kelly 0 for 2. Chopped out to Carly Spade across the diamond, and Miami wins it 5-0. Brianna Pratt completes a one-hit shutout over Buffalo, allowing only 2 base runners. That double from Brianna Castro, then a subsequent walk. Other than that, Buffalo was unable to reach base. Miami plates 5 runs in the ball game, 1 each inning from the 2nd through the 6th. So they scatter 9 hits across the ball game, but they get the series win. They won yesterday 5-3, won this one 5-0. They'll look for the sweep, which will happen in about a half hour. Game time, 1 hour and 52 minutes. Brianna Pratt gets the win. Julia Tarantino will get the loss. So we're back with Game 3 here in just a moment on Love and Honor Live.